All right, boys, I'm all sweaty and like, moving stuff around. That's because this is the last video in this house. We're moving houses. We won't be keeping this garage anymore. This house will become a rental. And then our new house has 2 garages. I will be moving everything over to the other garage in time because, you know, everything in here is hard to move and not priority right now, considering we have to move the whole house, which we did that in the last, 4 or 5 days and everything's still not set up. But I'll give you guys a tour of the new house. We'll go see the other garage because we have one of those too, and we've got to clear that out. And then show you how I'm gonna arrange all the projects, what we're gonna be working on, and just the more freedom that we do have. It's gonna be amazing. I mean, this garage did do us really good, but it's time to move on. And not only me, not only do I get more space, Gina gets more space too.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that.
So as content creators, this is gonna be a huge move for us.
It's huge.
Huge! All right, garage number 2, we have Gina's 57 Beetle, which we didn't use much because it's always been stuck in this garage over here. Throttle cable's broken, but I did fix it one day with the vice grips right there.
Are not even on it.
No, but I can just put them back on it. Then we got Goku, and then we have the Hemi Fox over here. We also have like this little scooter in here. We've got all kinds of car parts in here. We've got this old little cart that we put the 420cc engine in, and we have the lawnmower thing. But these things just like, they're not close to my house. So if I ever wanted them, I'd have to trailer over here, get this, trailer the car that was in my garage back over here, and like the flip-flopping was just not great. So to start things off, we're gonna put our turbo back in here. And this is the turbo that's going in. This is our True North Turbo 92 millimeter. This is about as big as wheel you can fit in a 400 series turbo. So like a mid-frame turbo. The price for this is like right around $2 grand. And in order to go any bigger than this, you're going into like a GT55 frame. So it's like, you're jumping double the price. And this thing will do like 1600 wheel horsepower. So if you're looking for like that range without going GT55, this is the unit you want. This is the 92 millimeter version. I haven't used this yet, but the 88 millimeter version, I already went like 770 in the quarter mile. Still wasn't maxed out. So, this is good 7-second turbo.
It's good.
It's good. I wonder if I even have enough tools over here for this. What tools did I use?
That's a great question. You probably should have thought of that.
I thought I would have just left the tools over here, to be honest.
Really? But like, what if you needed them somewhere else?
True.
Can run
Alright, so maybe I go get the toolkit and then come back. I seriously thought I had the tools over here already.
All right. Oh, there's the red GTI. We should also... Oh my god, look how bald they are. Wow.
These ones, yeah. This is my tried and true kit. And I work really hard to make sure that all the pieces go back, because it's so easy to lose a piece out of one of these kits and then never see it again. The screwdriver piece is actually at home right now, but trust me, I keep this thing together. Alrighty, turbo's in place. Let's see if this old girl will start up. I didn't actually turn the power off for the battery, so hopefully there's still some juice in it. Now, I did set this car for sale, like $50,000 Canadian. That's like my firm price. I'm not changing anything on it. So it's built 383, the turbo, whatever, makes 1,500 horsepower, does 7-second passes, street car. But after I fire it up, I might change my mind. I just wanted like more space. So when I put it for sale, we didn't have this new house, so I didn't have the space. And then I was just going to use the money to like build another formula cart. So depending on what happens, whatever. If I keep it, I keep it. If I don't, I don't. Startup tune, come on. I don't exactly have windshield wipers, so but I would have kept them. They just didn't have any when I bought the car. I gotta move my lift to like start working on things, but I'm like using a lift to move a lift. Gina and I love to play some One Piece card game on Saturdays. It's how we get our social time outside of like YouTube. If you guys live in Fort McMurray, come check it out. We got lots of decks you want to use. Come play. All right, so this is our new house. I'm not gonna show you like the outside of it because I don't want anybody like just showing up. Like I love hanging out with you guys. I love seeing you guys, just like not at my house. So if you're watching this right now, please respect it. Don't come to my house. But this is garage number 1. This is attached to the house. 25 by 23, I believe. So same size as our other garage, just attached to the house. Over here is where we're gonna have our 3D printers. Gina's Mustang, Gina's Beetle's gonna go here, and then in the winter time we'll switch everything in and we'll shove another car in here too. But yeah, so this is just like cool storage. Don't need to work in here. It is in-floor heating, so I can just, you know, jump on the floor right here. Feet are warm. My neighbors are having a little shindig birthday party over there, so, you know, it's all good. But this is one of my favorite parts. My trailer, literally right here. So before I had to get like a trailer storage spot, I had to go get my trailer, bring it back to my house, load whatever I wanted, go do whatever, and then bring the trailer back. That sucked. Now the trailer's here. I could leave the damn car in there, park it right here. My truck can actually fit in front of it, so I don't even have to unhook the trailer. And then we've got spots like on the side here, park more things. So like before I didn't have that. That is gonna be amazing. I can just move a car out of the garage, put it beside the garage, and then I have more room inside the garage. And then I have like more room over here where I can put like an extra shed or something too. More storage, just more storage. Grab this thing. Boom, garage number 2. This one is also 25 by 23, so it's like 1 foot smaller than my other garage, technically. I'm gonna get rid of this wood stove, just it's taking up floor space. And then the main objective is to get the lift put into place. I still have a lot of stuff to move over. We did get Son Goku over here. That'll probably actually go outside in that gravel spot just to give me more room in here. I do gotta work on the RX-7, our endurance race car, so I'm gonna set the lift up. We're gonna get the RX-7 over here and get it ready for endurance racing, which is in like 2 weeks. We had like all kinds of plans to build this car over the winter, and then we just didn't do it. Sounds exactly like us. Sounds like a Canadian winter to me. But I love this place. The floor is really nice. The pad is about 6 inches off the ground. So if you guys remember my last garage, we did have an issue with flooding all the time because the pad sat like on the level of the ground and it was the lowest spot in the alley. Got water in there. This, not getting water in here. The heater is different. This one is like this style heater. Big thing. That should stay warm. And then this is cool, right here. I wanted to show you guys this, but I was gonna show it in another video, but the plates that we needed to build for, you know, there, and there, we got them all cut out from Send Cut Send. They came out really well. We'll assemble the wing, fiberglass it and whatever, and it'll be ready for the cart when it comes over too. There's definitely been a big lull between videos. I think I'm gonna get back into just vlogging style videos. I really don't care anymore about making like the best production value video out there. I just care about making videos. So we're gonna get this lift set up here in a minute, and then tomorrow we're gonna get the RX-7 over here. I think this is where I want it. It's actually a little bit closer to the back of the garage compared to the other house, and a little bit closer to this wall. But I totally just did some measurements in here, and like the garage is 23 feet this way, 25 feet this way. So my garage is actually wider that way and then shorter this way. So it's gonna feel a little bit skewed in here right now. Anyways, I'm gonna blast a hole in this thing. All you need is to have a friend with a Hilti gun, and you can put your own lift in. Oh boy, got some torque, got torque to it. Anyways, I'm just gonna pound this one in right here. Probably should have brought my shock back over too. Oh, I did, it's right there. Silly me. Love that for me. I'll be using like this style bolt. I don't know if it's gonna fit in the hole right there without me having to hit it. Nope, gotta hit it with something. Problem is I didn't really bring anything over here to hit it with, so maybe this pin, maybe this pad. Yeah, the pad. That piece. Something like that. Put a washer on it. Sick. Now I can pivot on this one, drill the other one in, get the other one square over there, and drill those ones. Set up our big hydraulic line after. We'll just run it across the roof because this was never intended to be like a permanent lift. It's supposed to be like a portable lift. So all this contraption was supposed to be like on a little dolly cart. The guy I bought it from mounted it all here. It's perfect. I don't have high ceilings. Good.
Hey, no, you went deep enough.
Hit the bottom. Get it?
Whoa, yeah.
Actually, I don't know. I was just kind of gauging off of like how far I went down the shank here. Because I did go through the concrete with a couple of them.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I don't know if that matters. Yeah, so now I just pound those lugs in there. Oh, no, that's my pounding tool. I didn't bring a hammer over here yet.
I'm not surprised, if I'm being honest. Drilling, sucking, and pounding those holes. Really?
They get
Save
lifted.
some for me.
They get lifted, right? Here's the current state of the RX-7. We didn't touch it at all. We were supposed to do some stuff over the winter, and then we didn't. So now we have like 2 weeks while we're moving to, you know, get it ready for a racetrack that I've never been to before. So in a couple weeks, we'll be doing 2 8-hour endurance races at RMM. Never been there before. We definitely have to quiet the car down. We've got to fix the front splitter because I built the tunnels out of PLA last year. And I didn't know, so we've got to rebuild those. And then a bit of wiring because we had some wiring issues last year. I just wanted you guys to know that I own a Trank. That's all. That's it. Have a good day. All right, I guess the lift works now, but so note to self, if you hit the splitter at all, it'll bow if you don't build it that strong. So splitter, this was flat at one point. It's got a nice big bow in it now. Probably pull that off, cut it out of wood, just for now, because we've only got 2 weeks to finish this thing.
I've got a Woody.
Got a Woody.
Woody.
Woody. And 2 dudes in the garage, you got a Woody. Something's wrong here.
Okay. Not this garage.
All right, so, you know, a little bit bending up here. My splitter tunnel is kind of separated there. A little bending up over there. It's fine, you know, just, we'll use this one as a template, cut out a piece of wood, just bolt all this stuff back into it. It'll be fine.
A dolly could have done a better job, but whatever, that's not bad. That one's heavier.
So, because our drive shaft was too long, we ended up having to pull either the diff out or the engine out to pull the drive shaft out. And it was arguably easier to pull the diff out.
Arguably. It was definitely debatable.
Yeah, because like if you pulled the trans and the engine out, there's more wiring things to disconnect, but only 2 bolts to pull the engine and trans basically.
Yeah. You know, the other way of thinking about it is the engine's been out of this so many times. All that shit gets inspected regularly.
Yeah, we haven't, yeah, this, good thing we pulled it out because like this is cracked all along this weld and the backside, and then on the other side here, it's just completely cracked right through.
And like, we've already had issues with these bolts.
Yeah, we had to
Like,
replace that bolt of the track once.
that was a track repair. This had a good rub on the sway bar at one point, which we're not going to do anything about.
Nope.
This bracket was cracked off. So the rear ends,
It's seen some abuse. Yeah, I welded this one last year. This was rubbing against the axle there.
it's seen some things. Like, if it had feelings, it would have PTSD for sure.
Hi, Gina.
Hi. New house vibes.
New house vibes. Sick. That couch is like a bed.
Yes.
Pretty awesome.
The best. I love our
Get
house.
the Beetle.
I know, I'm excited for the Beetle.
Sick backpack, though.
Thank you. There's a spot for it right there where the wiener is.
Once we make room for it, I guess.
Yeah, that was the joke. Is that really there's not room in here right now, but
It's coming.
it's coming. Kyle's just clamping on the throttle cable here so I can get it to the new house.
Just like that. Good as new.
Questionably.
Questionably good as new, though.
That's like crazy work right there. How do you know that's even gonna work?
That's how I got it over here.
Really?
Yep. It broke on the bridge.
Oh my god!
I'm so excited.
And I just can't have it. I can't wait. I need new tires for the moped too because like.
Yeah, we definitely do. I want to get it running though and register it because it'd be like a perfect liquid Timberley thing.
Literally.
What? Not neutral, you know. There's no push safety switch on a 1970 Beetle.
I guess. Listen to it.
Hear that chop?
How is that?
I'm doing a video.
Are you? Listen to it. You're gonna run out of gas before you even get there?
The Beetle hasn't run in like 2 years. She's definitely struggling to like clear this thing out. We might have to end up pulling like the carburetors off it and clean them out. You can do it, Gina! Oh, now we're cruising 55 kilometers an hour. Look at her go. It sounds a lot better now.
Yeah, I think maybe there was some like gunk that needed it between the fuel and sitting in the garage for 2 years, not going anywhere.
But once you
yeah.
cleared it out, it seemed like...
It definitely started driving better afterwards, like
Yeah.
once I really give it the piss.
Yeah,
Whatever.
open the throttle, bodies all the way. Clear the carbon out, I get it.
Yeah!
Just have to replace the throttle cable in it and you could take it for a drive later. Like,
True.
yeah.
I can.
Okay. Find me that throttle cable, I'll do it for you.
Okay, oh god. I think I know where it is. I'm fine.
Damn, nice frunk.
Thank you. That's a front.